As this terror investigation unfolds, members of Congress this week are gearing up to reconsider some key provisions of the Patriot Act. Parts of the Patriot Act that expanded surveillance powers, they expire at the end of the year. Well, now lawmakers will consider changes to rein in that power and protect your privacy before voting to reauthorize those sections. Ohio Congressman Dennis Kucinich is a Democrat on the Oversight Committee. Congressman, thanks for being with us this Sunday morning.
It's great to be with you. Good morning.
I am curious to ask you, because the three provisions in particular that will expire and that many are looking to reauthorize. First, tell me how you feel about the Patriot Act in general and whether or not you think it played a role in the ability to have a wiretap on some phone conversations in this particular case that led to an arrest.
Well, as you may know, I was one of the few who voted against the Patriot Act. Why? Because I read it. And in reading it, it was very clear to me it was contrary to the Constitution of the United States. You know, I carry this Constitution with me all the time. And the Fourth Amendment makes it very clear that people should be free in their persons and their effects from unreasonable search and seizure. And frankly, the Patriot Act is a broad reach in demolishing this Fourth Amendment. And so I don't think government should be involved in people's lives in the way this Patriot Act did that. It lets the Patriot Act reach into people's phone records, their medical records, their health care records, their financial records. It was a broad reach. It was done out of fear. We cannot have a democracy if we're going to operate from fear.
Congressman, I did know that you felt that way, which is why really we're starting our show with this particular topic with you, because many people would be curious, I think, that without the Patriot Act, would we have been able to gather the information that we did on these three men that are now under arrest for making false statements to the FBI, but nevertheless for having potentially this information that may have led to a terror attack?
Well, they're under arrest for making false statements. I mean, you know, is the FBI in the business of trying to manufacture the news so that they can help pass legislation? That's not an appropriate role for any government agency, and I hope that's not what they're doing.
You're accusing the FBI of making these arrests, Congressman, just for that reason? That's what you're saying?
I'm saying that, look, the FBI is very skillful at public relations. And, you know, why did you even get this story to begin with? Why is it being done on the eve of reauthorization of the Patriot Act? We have to look at this not from fear, but we have to look at it from fact. And we have to look at it from, is there a danger to the civil liberties of Americans? Not that somehow some nebulous security has been gained, because we don't know that. We don't know. We haven't had a real analysis as to why there should be surveillance of citizens groups in this country. We haven't had a real analysis as to what the benefit is we've received by giving up some of our essential liberties. Benjamin Franklin said it over 200 years ago: those who would give up their essential liberties to achieve a measure of freedom deserve neither, or a measure of security deserve neither. And we should start thinking about what we've given up, what kind of basic liberties we've given up.
But, Congressman, that's a stunning charge to say that the FBI, in gathering at least what we know so far, and I assume in any terror investigation we don't know everything, that they found on a laptop computer bomb-making information and also video of targets potentially in New York, at least, that this surveillance was going on for some time, not just because I'm sure they would argue the Patriot Act. Can you guarantee the American people, Congressman,
right now? I'm not charging
anything.
Can you
guarantee us we'd be safe without?
Released right now?
Can you guarantee that we would be safe
right now when we're having a reauthorization?
This investigation has been going on for some time, Congressman. Can you guarantee the American people and your constituents that we would be safe without the Patriot Act?
I can guarantee the American people that this Patriot Act is a violation of the Constitution of the United States. That I can guarantee. So we have to decide, what kind of country do we want? Do we want a country that where the government's looking over our shoulders at every step, or do we want a country where we can breathe free? That's what it really amounts to.
Well, how about sleeping well at night and feeling safe? Do you think that we would be safe without regulations that allow some surveillance when there is reason to believe that there could be planning of terrorist activities? We know on 9/11 that planning was going on here in the United States.
The government already had the power to be able to go in and to get information upon a probable cause, to go in and get a search warrant. That power already exists, and that's cleared by the Constitution as well. People have to read the Constitution on this. And what I'm saying is that the Patriot Act was an attack on the Constitution, and I do question as to why the FBI would release this information right now. They have control of the information. Why release it now on the eve of a reauthorization where Congress has to take action? I don't like that. I don't feel that it's fair.
Okay, I believe we're probably one of the few networks this morning that's even talking about the reauthorization of the Patriot Act. So much emphasis on other issues. Thanks for being with us. And we report our viewers can